We're into the final in Halle, and it is none other than Jannik Sinner getting to another final in 2024, and he's up against grass court specialist and friend and doubles partner. It is Hubert Hurkacz. This is the preview. Let's go through it. And before we go anywhere, make sure you have hit a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's get stuck into it. There are the men next to me, and it is Jannik Sinner versus Hubert Hurkacz. And where do we start? Let's start with the first semi-final, which was Hubert Hurkacz. He dispatched Sasha Zverev 7-6, 6-4 in Halle after winning this event back in 2022. Hubie will have the chance to lift the trophy again. He's now reached 2 grass court finals, both in the same place. Don't mess with Hubie in Halle. 12th career final, 17th top 10 win. And he really is formidable in this match. Make sure to stay until the end of the video. I'll be giving you my predictions on who I think will win this matchup. And indeed, this was a great victory for Hubert Hurkacz, and it might not completely erase the painful memory of the championship points he had against Zverev at the United Cup, but it is a good way to partially overwrite it. Yeah, I would totally agree with that. Another final in Halle, and 75% of his first serves in, 81% of first serves won, and 17 aces on the board. I mean, really tough player to come up against is Sasha Zverev, especially it being in Germany as well. I think he's done an absolutely fantastic job, and he's through to the final again. And he says, back in the final in Halle, thank you for all the support so far, and see you tomorrow. There he is with that big ball toss, a big serve, and it really, really translates well onto the grass, as we know. He did speak after the match against Zverev, saying that match was a little bit sitting on the back of my mind, talking obviously about the United Cup final, and said, I had 2 match points against Sasha. He hit passing shot this much in. I was like, okay, not today. Look, and there you can see him just showing how much it was in. Hurkacz with a good sense of humour there. Great to see. And he'll be facing his doubles partner in the final. They played in Halle together, and it is none other than the world number 1, Jannik Sinner. And, well, he reaches his 4th final of the year. Career maiden on grass, and beats Zinzhen Zhang 6-4, 7-6, and he faces Hurkacz for the title. And there he is. What a great performance as well. Zhang was looking in great form coming into this matchup, and I thought the way Sinner dispatched him was like a true world number 1 as well. Got to the business end of the sets, and that's where this match was won. It was pretty even, I'd say, throughout the match, but when it mattered, like in the tiebreak in that second set, Sinner just knows how to turn it up a little bit these days just to get the ball over the line, let's say. And now it is his first ever grass court final. I mean, simply the best player of 2024. It does continue. Obviously, he had a little blip there in Roland Garros, but he's back fighting fit again on the grass, and surely a favourite going into maybe Wimbledon, with obviously Djokovic with a little bit of trouble coming in. Man, Alcaraz, he's been defeated by Draper. There's a lot of things up in the air at the moment. Jannik Sinner is going strong as world number 1. And they spoke to him after the match, and they asked him, you've only lost 3 matches all year. And Hurkacz has won this title before. Who's the favourite? And Jannik said it's going to be very, very even. He plays so well on this surface. He's won here. He knows this occasion really well. It's going to be tough. I'm excited. I'm going to enjoy tomorrow. In any case, it's going to be a good day. Every time you play a final, it's huge pleasure and honour. I'm going to enjoy it. Hopefully, I can play some good tennis. He's serving really well. It's very, very tough to break him. So let's see. Yeah, very, very tough. And even if you get him all the way to a tiebreak, he has to be the favourite, you'd think, coming in. But Jannik Sinner, He is his doubles partner. They did make the quarterfinals here together playing, and they had some really entertaining matches. Even the one that they were defeated in, Hurkacz, I believe he smashed just wide on the match point, which was unfortunate, but it was a really dramatic final set tie break. I thought it was brilliant stuff. And, well, yeah, them playing each other couldn't be more fitting, I feel, for this final. Two great grass quarters. Let's see how Hurkacz has made the final. Beat Kaboli first, then Duckworth, then Giron, and then Zverev. And the key thing to note here is they're all in straight sets. I mean, doesn't get much better, the form. And if you look for Jannik Sinner, Talon Griekspoor in 3 sets. Fabian Malazan, 3 sets. Jan-Lennard Struff, 3 sets. And Zhang in straight sets. I mean, looking at those, I mean, they both had some really tough matches. I'd say for Hurkacz, I think the Giron one was a really, really tough match, but he made it look easy. Giron's been playing some fantastic stuff on the grass. And then we go back to Sinner, the Jan-Lennard Struff victory. I thought the way that he was able to handle him, and he looked like somebody who could go on and lift this title, if I'm perfectly honest. He did a great job, and Sinner's shown his resolve in all of these matches. He was set down against Griekspoor. He was, he lost the second set tiebreak against Malazan, but came back strong in the third. And in Jan-Lennard Struff, he had to play 2 tiebreaks and got the third one done. He really turns up in the big moments in matches right now. Will it be enough against Hubert Hurkacz? Here's the head-to-head. It's 2 apiece. Very nicely poised. The number 1 in the world versus the number 9 in the world. 22 years old, Sinner. 27 years old, Hubert Hurkacz. That little bit taller at 6'5". Jannik Sinner at 6'2". 13 career titles to Hurkacz's 8. And, well, this is where they have played against each other. Last time they played was in Monte Carlo, and it was Jannik Sinner, the victor there. Then they played in Dubai. That was in 2022, and it was a straight sets win for Hubert Hurkacz. Before that, they went back to the Nitto ATP finals, and it was a straight sets win in 2021 for Jannik Sinner. And then we go all the way back to Miami. If you remember, that was the final, and that was Hurkacz's first ever Masters event win. I think the first Polish man to ever win a Masters. So that one, a very memorable one for him. But let's get into my prediction for this match. Tell me your predictions in that comment section. I want to hear who you're going for in this one. It is super tough to pick this. I mean, the bookmakers have Jannik Sinner as a heavy, heavy favourite coming into this match. 1.3. And Hubert Hurkacz is a 3.4 underdog. This seems crazy to me to be such a big underdog. They're really riding Jannik Sinner very, very hard. I don't think it's going to be that easy. I think they're looking at this as if it will be just because he's the world number 1 and the form that he's had. But if you look at the way that they've come through the tournament, Hurkacz has made it look super easy, whereas Sinner has been under the cosh for most of his tournament. It's only the semi where he really turned it on. I think this is going to be really tight. I think we are definitely going to see a tie break. I think we could see a first set tie break, if I'm perfectly honest. And I think that tie break will go to Hubert Hurkacz. The second set, I think we could see an early break. I think that Hurkacz may get a little bit too maybe complacent, maybe just having that under his belt. Sinner knowing he needs to come back. And he'll turn it on for a small period just to get himself in front in the second. And I think it will be won by a singular break for Jannik Sinner in the second set. And then as we go into the third, it's going to go, well, down to the wire, I think, this one. And I think it will go all the way to the wire. I think it will go to tiebreak again in this third and final set. But there's just something about Jannik Sinner right now that I think that Jannik Sinner is going to grind out a victory somehow against the unstoppable Hubert Hurkacz and win. in 3 sets. But that's my prediction. Tell me your prediction in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, smash a like, subscribe, and don't forget to catch the final. Should be a really good one.